transformation. Oh, 1 second. So in watching these videos and watching these transformations, it reminds me of this journey of yoga. You know, the transformations aren't just, the things, the spaces that they're recreating don't start off like drab. They're just plain spaces. There's nothing wrong with them, right? But what happens is they bring in their own personal touches. So the transformation becomes very personal, right? It becomes very much a part of them and their journey. And similarly to yoga, I feel that we all have these personal transformations when we come to our mat. And similarly to DIY or any sort of transformative process, there is consistency, there is showing up, there is kind of this, but there's never really a full finish, is there, right? There's always we're starting and we're moving on this path and we're creating and we're growing and we're learning along the way. And I think that's what I love so much about these videos. It reminds me so much of what I see in this room. It reminds me so much of what I've seen through my own transformation in yoga. And we're all part of that transformation, right? At our own pace, in our own time. So as you move through your practice today, can you just bring a little more mindfulness into whatever transformation is happening for you, whatever that looks like, whatever it's becoming, whatever it was. Sit up nice and tall, close your eyes, start to settle in. Start to connect with your breath, deepening your inhales and your exhales. The next time you inhale, can you sit up a little bit taller, lengthen through your spine, reach the crown of the head up towards the ceiling. And as you exhale, can you release your shoulders, drag your sits bones down into the earth. Continue to breathe here, just noticing, not attaching any single thoughts or feeling. And when you're ready, find your way onto your back. As you inhale, reach your arms up and overhead, reach your legs long, reach from fingertips through toes. And as you exhale, hug your knees into your chest one at a time. Find some movement from side to side. As you exhale, drop the soles of your feet to the mat. Keep your knees bent. Reach your arms up and overhead. Palms face up. Close off that space between your lower spine and the mat. Hug your belly button up and in. As you inhale, lift your lower back, mid back, squeeze your glutes, draw your knees in towards one another, press your arms down, palms come down to the earth. So reach the arms back down towards the ground, fingertips towards the heel. Into your bridge pose, keep the hips lifted, hold here and breathe. As you exhale, lower back down, reach your arms up and overhead. Inhale, rise the hips back, lower the arms. Lower hips, reach the arms back up and over. Start to find this movement on your own, on your breath. Inhaling to rise. Exhaling to lower. Squeeze your glutes, draw your knees in towards one another, keep your shoulders grounded. Find your way into your bridge pose. Pause here the next time you get here. Squeeze your glutes and left. Reach your right leg up towards the sky. Lengthen the leg, point your toes. Nice, hold here, bend and flex, maybe rotate through your ankle. Nice, keep it lifted, hold and breathe. Nice, one more breath here. As you exhale, tap your seat back down, interlace your fingers behind your head, open your elbows nice and wide. Rest the back of your head into your hands. Lift your hips back up, keep that right leg lifted. And then as you exhale, take your left elbow across your body towards your right knee. Exhale, release, lower your head, reach your right leg long. Inhale to rise, lift up, tap left elbow. Exhale to lower. Nice, try to keep the hips lifted, take it across as you exhale. Lower back down. Couple more here, inhale to rise. Lower, one more, take it across, tap. Exhale, release, lower your hips back down to the mat. Wiggle the knees from side to side, find some movement. Reach your arms long, lift your hips, left leg rises. Point through your toes, bend and flex, find some rotation through your ankles. Squeeze your right glute to lift a little bit higher. Hold here and breathe. Ground down through your shoulders, draw your chin away from your heart. Slow down your breath. One more here. Exhale, lower the hips, interlace your fingers behind your head, open your elbows wide. Inhale to lift the hips. Lift your head, exhale, take it across, right elbow towards left knee. Exhale, lower, extend your left leg. Try to keep the hips lifted. Inhale to rise. Exhale, take it across. Lower back down. Inhale to bring it up. Exhale, across. Nice. Exhale, lower. Take a few more here. Exhaling into that twist, squeezing into that right glute. One more. Tap it in. Exhale, release, lower your seat. Wiggle the knees from side to side. It's getting hot quickly, right? Hug your knees into your chest. Start to rock forward and back. Build some momentum. Find your way all the way onto all fours. Cross your ankles. Stack your shoulders over your wrists, hips over your knees. Settle into whatever movement you need. So maybe that looks like some hip circles in one direction and then the other. Maybe that's a few rounds of cat-cow, rounding and arching. Whatever you choose, connect the movement to your breath. Find intention behind every movement. Take one more minute here. And then as you exhale, start to walk your hands back. Come to sit on your heels. Reach your arms long out in front of you. Stretch your fingertips forward so toes are tucked. Speak to your heels. Try to keep the arms in line with the shoulders. As you exhale, create a little fist. Hug the fingers and then release the fingers. Start to move the fingers in and out like this. Slow down the breath. Relax your shoulders. Deep inhales and exhales. Promise you the things that start easy get harder the more we stay with it. So maybe if you're feeling it in your arms or your shoulders, bring your awareness into your toes. If you're feeling it in your toes, bring the awareness into the arms and the shoulders. Slow down the breath, maybe close your eyes. You got this. One more breath here. Exhale, release your arms to your side. Inhale to rise, stand in your shins, reach your arms up and overhead, bring your palms to touch. Exhale, T-twist, open to the right. Take the gaze past your right fingertip. Option to stay right here or start to reach the right hand for that right heel. Press your hips forward, left arm reaches up and over your left ear. Exhale to release, take it back, recenter, sweep your arms up and overhead. Exhale, T-twist over to the left, take the gaze past your left fingertip. Option to stay or press the hips forward, reach back, right arm reaches up and overhead. Exhale, release, cartwheel your hands down to the mat, find a child's pose for a breath. Fingertips up towards your heel, rest your forehead. When you're ready, tuck your toes, lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Start to settle in here, finding whatever movement you need this morning. Maybe wiggling out the hips, pedaling out the heel. Again, connecting your breath to the movement. Focusing on those tight spaces, bringing awareness in. Eventually settling into stillness. Spread your fingertips nice and wide. Rotate the eyelids of the elbows in and up. Lengthen through your spine. Hide your hips up towards the ceiling. Take the gaze either towards your thighs or your navel. Slight bend in your knees as you exhale. Head your heels towards the mat. As you inhale, lift your heels. Come high, gaze forward between your thumbs, tiptoe towards the front of your mat. When you reach the top, inhale, half lift, fingertips comes to shins or stay rounded, lengthen through your spine. Exhale, fold over your legs, get nice and heavy. Take a slight bend to the knees, ground down through all four corners of the feet. As you inhale, slowly rise. Stacking one vertebra at a time. Shoulders overhead, head on shoulders. Sweep your arms up and overhead, bring your palms to touch. Exhale, hands in front of your heart. Take a moment here, close your eyes, set your intention for your practice this morning. Maybe it's someone, maybe it's something, maybe it's part of your own transformation. As you inhale, sweep your arms up and overhead. Exhale, hinge and fold, Uttanasana, get nice and heavy, let your head hang. Inhale, lengthen, long spine, look forward, Uttanasana, plant your palms, step back to plank pose. From plank pose, you always have the option to tap the knees down or keep them lifted. As you lower, bend your elbows into your ribs, come all the way down to the mat. Flatten out the tops of the feet, lift your heart, pull your chest forward, draw the elbows back and in towards one another, shoulder blades tension. Lower your forehead back down. Tuck your toes, press into your palms, lift up one long line, plank pose. Exhale, shift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Take a breath in through your nose, out through your nose. Step your right foot between your hands, lengthen through your back heel. Look forward, lengthen through your neck. One more breath. Round your left palm, twist your right arm up towards the sky. Take the gaze up towards your fingertips. Frame your front foot, step your feet together at the front of the mat, forward fold. Inhale to rise, sweep the arms up and overhead, Urdhva Hasana. Exhale, hinge and fold right back down over your legs. Inhale, lengthen, half lift, long spine. Plant your palms, step your left foot back. Plank pose, exhale as you lower your way through your vinyasa. Inhale, lift your chest, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, shift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Step your left foot between your hands. Pause and lengthen through that back heel, back leg, reach the crown of the head towards the front of the room. Round your right hand, twist your left arm up towards the sky, let the eyes follow. Frame your front foot, step your feet together at the front of the mat, forward fold over your legs. Ground down, inhale to rise, sweep your arms up and overhead, grow a little bit taller, exhale, hinge and fold over your legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen, half left long spine. Plant your palms, step your right foot back. Plank pose, exhale as you lower your leg. Inhale to lift your chest. Exhale, shift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. One more time through, right foot steps forward between the hands. Twist your right arm up towards the sky. Frame your front foot, step your feet together and fold. Inhale to rise, sweep the arms up and overhead. Exhale, hinge and fold, Uttanasana. Inhale to lengthen, look forward. Plant your palms, left foot step back. Plank pose, exhale as you lower. Inhale, lift the chest, lift the heart. Exhale, shift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Step your left foot between your hands. Twist your left arm up towards the sky. Frame your front foot, step your feet together and fold. Inhale to rise, reach up through your fingertips, grow a little bit taller. Exhale, hinge and fold, Uttanasana. Inhale to find length. Plant your palms, right foot steps back. Exhale to lower. Pull your heart between your shoulders. Shift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. 3 deep inhales and exhale. Slow down your breath. Reset. Be with every inhale, the pipes the hips spike up towards the ceiling, and you lengthen through your spine. Maybe with every exhale, you have your heels towards the mat. The next time you inhale, reach your right leg up and back. Lengthen, point through your toes. Squeeze your glutes. Bend your knee, open your hip. Draw your right heel towards your left glute. Try to stay squared through the shoulders. Hold here for one more, maybe finding some movement or rotation through the ankle. As you inhale, re-extend, three-legged dog, square off, shift forward, round it, knee to nose. Hollow out through your midsection, belly button to spine. Step your right foot between your hands, tap your back knee down. As you inhale, stack your hands on top of your knee. Sink your hips forward. Lift your chest, lift your heart. Try to lengthen through the arms and press your gently press the knee towards the front of the room. Maybe the gaze lifts up towards the ceiling. Maybe it starts to drop towards the back wall. Beautiful. Hold here for one more. As you inhale, rise back through center. Reach your arms up to frame your ears. And then exhale, ground that right hand, tuck your back toes, lift your back knee right back into your twist. Right arm rises into the sky, keep the gaze up towards the fingertips. This time, really rotate through that top shoulder. Open up, lean back, draw your knees towards your chest, lengthen through that back leg, flex through the back heel. Take one more breath here. As you exhale, tap your knee down. Start to roll onto the outer edge of that left thigh. So as you do that, right sole of foot might lift up off the mat. The knee will move out to the right. Take a twist here. Maybe that arm reaches back. As you exhale, take it back around. Frame your front foot. Tuck your back toes. Step your left foot to meet your right. Fold over your legs at the front of the mat. Inhale to rise, reach your arms up and overhead. Interlace your fingers, point your fingers, reach up, cross, lengthen, stand up a little bit taller. As you exhale, side bend over to the right, press your hips out to the left. Take a breath here, deep inhale. Small exhale to maybe find a little bit more depth in that. Bend. Inhale to rise back through center. Exhale, take it over on the other side. Reach over to the left, press your hips over to the right. Continue to ground down through both feet. Gently open up through that right shoulder. Deep inhale, full exhale. Inhale, rise, grow a little bit taller, release your hands behind your back. Fingertips point down. As you inhale, lift your chest. Draw the shoulder blades in towards one another, leaning back, take the gaze up, press the hips forward. Exhale, hinge and fold over your legs. Slide the hands down the legs. Inhale, half lift. Plant your palms, step back, plank pose. Exhale, lower. Inhale to lift. Shift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Left leg lifts up and back. Nice. Bend your knee, open your hip. Draw your left heel towards your glutes. Try to square off through the shoulders. Open up through your hip. Inhale to re-lengthen to three-legged dog. Shift forward, rounded through the nose. Hollow out for a moment and then step your foot between your hands. Tap your back knee down. Stack your hands on top of your left knee. Sink your hips forward, lift your chest, pinch the shoulder blades in towards one another. Maybe the gaze starts to move up towards the ceiling. Maybe it starts to shift towards that back wall. Continue to squeeze the glutes. One more breath here. Inhale to release, sweep your arms through center. Exhale, lower that right hand to the mat. Tuck your toes, left arm rises, lift the back knee into your chest. This time, really open up through that left shoulder, lean back. Rotate, draw your knee in towards your chest, lengthen through your back leg. And then tap that back knee down. Continue to find that movement. So rotate to the outer edge of that right thigh. Nice. Maybe that left arm drops behind you. Exhale, take it back around. Frame your front foot. Step your feet together and fold front of mat. Round down. Inhale to rise. Keep your arms up and overhead. Interlace your fingers. Poly move your cross your thumbs. Point your fingers reach. Side bend over to the left this time. Press your hips out to the right. You lean back to that right shoulder. Inhale to rise back through center. Exhale, take it over to the right. Nice fold and breathe through one more. Inhale to rise, stand tall. Release your hands behind your back. This time, interlace your fingers. Lift your chest, draw your shoulder blades in towards one another. Exhale, hinge and fold over your legs. Reach that wrist up and over. Get nice and heavy. Through the crown of the head. And take a bend to the knees. Draw your chest towards your thighs. Pour the weight into the fronts of your feet. Lift up through your hips and your hamstrings. Beautiful. One more breath here. Inhale to release the hands, lift halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. Plant your palms, step back, jump back, take it through your down. Downward facing dog. Shift forward. Tap your knees down to the mat. You might have to walk the hands back underneath your shoulders. And then reach your right leg long. Flex through your heel for a moment. Press it towards the back of the room. Bend your knee. Press your foot up towards the ceiling. Find that slight arch in your spine. Reach your left arm forward along your left ear. Continue to squeeze and lift. Option to stay right here, or maybe you start to bend that right heel in towards your glute. Maybe that left hand reaches around for the inner edge of that foot, and you kick your foot into your hands. Square off through center, lift your chest, lift your gaze. One more breath. Exhale, release and lower back down to the mat. Left leg rises. Lengthen, press the heel towards the back of the room. Bend your knee, press up towards the ceiling. Squeeze your glutes. Find that arch through your spine. Lift your gaze, reach your right arm alongside your right ear. Hold here for a moment, find the balance. Option to stay or start to bend that knee, heel in towards glute. Reach that hand around for the inner edge of the foot. Kick foot into hands, lift the chest, lift the gaze, take it through center. Hold here and breathe. Exhale to release. Take a moment, wiggle the hips from side to side. When you're ready, tuck your toes, lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Deep inhale. Full exhale. One more here. Next one, you inhale, reach your right leg up and back. Lengthen and lift. Step your right foot between your hands. Keep your back heel lifted. Keep the bend in your front knee. As you inhale, sweep your arms up to frame your ears. High lunge. Lift your chest, stack your shoulders over your hips. Lengthen through your arms. Lengthen through that back leg. Press your heel towards the back of the room. Take one more here. As you exhale, interlace your fingers behind your back. Lift your chest. Draw your shoulder blades in towards one another. Reach that fist down your back leg. And then slowly and steadily pour the weight into that front foot. Lift the back leg into your warrior three. Try to keep the fingers interlaced. Continue to reach that fist towards your heel. Find that point of focus out and down. Nice press heel towards back of room. From your warrior three, start to tip the heart lower than the hips and lift that back leg into your toppling tree. Maybe the fist reaches up towards the ceiling. Exhale, release, tap the toes to the back of the mat. Round your back heel, open up warrior two, tee out your arms, take the gaze past your front fingertips. Nice, open your chest up towards the side wall, stack your spine over your head. Reach your arms long, hold one more breath. Flip your front palm, reverse warrior, reach it up and back, right arm reaches up and over the right ear, left arm down the back leg. Lengthen through the right side of the body, hold here for one more. As you exhale, cartwheel, frame your front foot. Right arm reaches up towards the sky into your twist. Start to rotate onto the outer edge of that foot. Maybe you stay right here, or that right foot steps behind you. Lift your hips, wild thing. Lift your chest up towards the ceiling. Reach that right arm up and overhead. Exhale, take it back around plank pose. Lower, move through your vinyasa. Inhale to lift your chest, lift your heart, shift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Take a breath here, reset. Lift your left leg up and back. Lengthen. Step your left foot between your hands. Keep your back heel lifted. Inhale to rise, high lunge. Reach through your fingertips, stack your shoulders over your hips. Continue to lengthen through that back leg. As you exhale, interlace your fingers behind your back. Lift your chest, draw your shoulder blades in towards one another. Lift your gaze. Pour the weight into that front foot. Lift the back leg, warrior three. Think about lengthening the back of the neck. Find that point of focus. Maybe the back heel lifts up in line with the hips. Hold here for one more breath. Option to stay or start to tip into that toppling tree. Start to lower the shoulders below the hips. Back leg rises. You reach that fist up towards the ceiling. Exhale, release your back toes, ground your back heel, open up warrior two, tee out your arms, take the gaze past your front fingertips. Bend into your front knee, gently guide it out into the left. Stack your spine over your hips, find that point of focus. Flip your front palm, reverse warrior, lean up and back. Take one more breath here. As you exhale, cartwheel, right hand down to the mat, left arm rises into your twist. Lift the back heel. Start to rotate onto the outer edge of that back foot. Maybe you stay right here. Maybe you step that left foot behind you. Lift your hips into your wild thing. Beautiful. Exhale, take it back around, lower. Take it through your vinyasa. Find your way back to downward facing dog. Take a couple of breaths here, in through the nose, out through the nose. Inhale, reach your right leg up and back. Step your right foot between your hands. Inhale to rise high leg. Sweep your arms up to frame your ears. Interlace your hands behind your back. Lift your chest, lift your gaze. Pour the weight forward, warrior three. Option to stay in that warrior three or start to lower into that toppling tree. You may topple out, that's okay. Part of the pose. As you exhale, take a step back, round the back heel, open up, warrior two. Tee out your arms, take the gaze past your front fingertips. Flip your front palm, lean back, open up. And release left hand grounds, right arm rises into your chest. Option to stay or step that right foot behind you as you rotate onto the outer edge of the mat foot into your wild thing. Rotate, lift your chest. As you exhale, take it back around, step your right foot to the front of the mat. Round both hands to the inside of that right foot, and then take it to the long edge of the mat. Stay right here, bend into your front knee. Left toes reach up towards the ceiling for your Sindasana. So in Sindasana, you can always keep the finger points grounded or start to lift the hands in front of your heart. If you have a half bind or you'd like to open up the arms wide, feel free to take it wherever you need to go. Take one more breath here, lift through your chest. We're going to take it to the other side. So option to use the hands or the strength of your thighs to lift the hips and take it over to the other side. Nice. Right toes lift up towards the ceiling. Open, breathe. One more breath here. Inhale, rise. This time, take it through center. Turn your toes and turn your heels out. Lengthen through your spine. Look forward. Exhale, wide legged fold. Let your head get nice and heavy. Option to grab opposite elbows here and let the head hang. Or if you have an inversion in your practice, round the palms of the hands, bend the elbows back and in. Lower the crown of the head towards the mat. Inhale to rise the legs. You draw the elbows in towards one another. Exhale to slowly lower the legs back down to the earth. Beautiful. Inhale, rise, lift your chest, look forward. Grab your hips with your hands, come all the way up to stand. Turn your right toes towards the front of the mat. Tee your arms out in either direction. Shift your hips towards the back of the room, reach forward. Exhale, lower triangle pose. Feel your left shoulder back, reach up with your left fingertip. Maybe you take a block to the instep of that right foot. Maybe the peace sign fingers wrap around the big toes, or maybe you just use the back of the hands to press into your chin. Open up for one more breath. Take the gaze forward and down. Pour the weight into that front foot. Bend into your front knee. Walk your fingertips out. Half moon. Lift through that back leg. Stack your hips, stack your shoulders, lengthen and press your back heel towards the back of the room. Beautiful. Hold here for one more. Exhale. Take both hands to the front of the mat. Round your left knee in towards your nose. Perch pose for a breath. Hollow out. Step your feet together and fold over your legs. Hang nice. Take a moment here. As you inhale, sweep your arms up and overhead. Keep your right arm lifted, lower your left arm. Bend your right knee, heel moves in towards your glutes. Reach around for the inner edge, but you're some confusion. Okay, so maybe you stay right here, draw the knees in towards one another, or maybe you start to kick foot in the hand, lower the chest, and reach that top arm for your revolve dancer. Expand that point of focus, squeeze the glutes, and that arch in your spine. Beautiful. Through one more. Exhale, lower the foot back down to the mat. Rise, reach your arms up and overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen half lift. Yes. Lay your palm, step back, jump back, take your Take a breath. All right, one more time through. Inhale, lift your left leg up and back. Step your left foot between your hands. Inhale to rise, high lunge. Pause for a moment here. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Lift your chest, lift your gaze, pour the weight forward, lift your back leg, warrior three. Take your time, option to stay or start to lower into that top lift. Great. Take a big step back, lower your back toes, ground your back heel, open up, warrior two. Take the gaze past your front fingertips. Flip your front palm, lean back, reach back, reverse warrior. Exhale, cartwheel your right hand to the mat, left arm rise, lift the back heel. Start to rotate onto the outer edge of that back heel, option to stay or step that front foot behind you and lift into your wild thing. Beautiful. As you exhale, take it back around, step your left foot to the front of the mat. Bring both hands to the instep of that left foot. Walk to the long edge of the mat, bend into your left knee for Simdasana, right toes point up towards the ceiling. Find it wherever you need to go. Lift your chest, next your breath. As you inhale, take it over to the other side, bend into your right knee. Hold here for a breath. Inhale to rise, take it back through center, turn your toes and heels out, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold over your legs, let the head get nice and heavy. This week, walk the hands between your legs towards the back wall. Ground your palms. Allow the head to heavy towards the mat. Maybe the crown of the head comes down. Maybe from here you start to lift the legs. If you're folded, keep the weight pouring into the fronts of the feet. One more breath. Exhale to lower the legs if they're lifted. Inhale, rise halfway, walk your hands underneath your shoulders, catch your hips with your hands, come all the way up to stand. Turn your left toes towards the front of the mat. Tee out your arms, shift your hips towards the back of the room, reach forward. Exhale, lower into your triangle hold. Right arm lifts, lean back through that top shoulder. Tuck that bottom under, lengthen through spine and come head. Collarbone, lengthen through your spine. One more breath. Take the gaze forward and down. Pour the weight into that front foot. Bend into the front knee. Walk the left fingertips forward. Lift up Ardha Chandrasana. Stack your shoulders, stack your hips. Press that back foot towards the back of the room. Nice. Maybe take the gaze up towards your fingertips. One more breath. Exhale, ground your right hand towards the mat. Take it through center. Hug your right knee towards your nose. Curved toes. Hollow out. Let the head get nice and heavy. Step your feet together and fold. Inhale to rise. Sweep your arms up and overhead. Keep your left arm lifted. Lower your right hand to your right side. Bend your left knee. Draw your heeling towards your glute. Reach for the inside of that left foot with your right hand. Option to stay right here. Chest is lifted. Press the hips forward. Or maybe you start to kick that foot into your hand. Lower your chest. Arch your spine. Think about rounding down through that standing leg. Find the point of focus. Beautiful. Hold here for one more. Exhale, kick to come on out. Lower the foot. Reach the arms up and overhead. Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, lengthen half the look forward. Plant your palms. Step back, jump back. Find your way. Down. From downward facing dog, shift forward to plank pose. Bend your elbows lower all the way down to your belly. Take a moment here. Reach your arms forward. Flatten your palms to the earth. Rest your forehead. Zip your heels together. Now press your pubic bone into the mat. Engage your quads. Lift your knees to a hover. As you inhale, lift your head, lift your shoulders, reach your arms out in front of you, and then lift your legs, squeeze your glutes into your locust pose. Hold here and breathe. Nice, continue to find length with every breath. Maybe lift the lower ribs a little bit higher off the mat. Exhale, lower all the way down. You can stack one palm on top of the other, create a little pillow. Remove your hands, interlace them behind your back. Keep your forehead to the mat. As you inhale, lift your head, lift your shoulders, draw the shoulder blades in towards one another. First, keep the feet low, and then as you inhale, lift them. Find that engagement, draw that fist down your back, and reach your fist towards your heels. Hold here and breathe. Continue to peel lower ribs off the mat. One more breath. Exhale, lower, create that little pillow. Windshield wiper the knees or wiggle the heels from side to side. All right, one more round. So option to take either of those variations, or maybe this time you bend the knees. Flex the soles of the feet up towards the ceiling and then draw your heels in towards your glutes. Reach around for the outer edges of the feet. As you inhale, lift your head, lift your shoulders, kick your feet into your hand for your bow pose. Nice, continue to draw the knees in towards one another, lift the chest. Breathe here. Heel the lower ribs off the mat for one more. Exhale to release and lower everything back down. Find a moment of breath. Turn to one cheek or create that little pillow with your hand. As you inhale, start to walk your hands back, lift your chest, come take a seat on your shin. All right, so a lot of heart opening. We're moving into a lot of back bending. So moving into Ustrasana, camel pose. So there are a lot of different ways to move into this, but a really nice way that I've been practicing lately is against the wall. If you don't have to move your mat, but if you'd like to try something a little different, something I've noticed is the wall helps to create this sense of awareness. So when you're in your camel, and you're here, and maybe you're just bringing the hands to the base of your back, and you're here, or you're lowering. What happens a lot of the time is we tend to lean back, right? Which is just natural. We have to in order to get there. But then, in order to really protect the lower spine, we need to press the hips forward, engage, and then release. So the wall helps to guide the hips forward. It helps to keep that connection in the body. So feel free to take it however you want to go. We're going to start with toes tucked. Yeah. So first, bring the hands to the base of the back, fingertips point down. As you inhale, lift your chest. Draw the shoulder blades in towards one another. Press the hips forward, lift the gaze. If that feels okay, maybe right fingertips reach for right heel, left fingertips reach for left heel. When you get there, Re-engage, pressure hips forward. Squeeze your glutes, lift your chest, maybe the gaze drops back.
I know it's right there. I'm like dying.
Hold for a few breaths.
The heat's on him. Very good.
That happened yesterday, and we're gonna inhale to come on out, tuck your chin in towards your chest, take your feet on the heel.
Wow.
So I don't know how to control that from here. That was happening yesterday too. I don't know why. Yeah, exactly. People pay good money for this. Oh, well, it turns that way sometimes.
It's fine. I just see why we're leaning on it.
All right, so another round of camel, however you choose to take it. Maybe if you were at the wall, you flip around this time and you try to find that sense of engagement, that sense of awareness, as if the wall was there. Now, if you'd like to play with a deeper variation, you can always play with walking the hands to the back, or flatten out the feet first, and then walking the hands to the backs of the knees. And taking it here. Maybe you're playing with lowering the head down to a block. You are to lift, draw the shoulder blades in towards one another, squeeze the glutes, press forward. Drop the head and the knees. Beautiful. Now, you got it. All right, take a breather, sit on your heel. Flatten out the tops of your feet, maybe roll from side to side, just giving them a little massage. Then take a seat, reach your legs forward, lengthen. So coming into an easy forward fold, try not to overdo it because we just came from some deep back bending. Reach your arms up to frame your ears. Lengthen for a moment. And then exhale, drape yourself over your legs. You can even take some rounding into the spine. This doesn't have to be, you know, the highest level of extension in your forward fold. Think about keeping it gentle. Flex your toes towards your face. You take a slight bend to the knee. As you inhale, walk your hands back, ground your hands in line with your hips. Lengthen through your arms, spread your fingertips wide, tuck your chin in towards your chest, flex your toes up towards your face. Hold here. Take a couple of deep inhales and exhale. Now maybe as the hands press into the earth, you start to lift the hips, round the spine, and pull them back to a hover over the neck. Hug the belly, hug the belly button in. Maybe you lift one leg. Maybe you lift the other. Nice. Exhale, lower to the feet. A lot of work, right? We're gonna try that one more time. Because why not, right?
Why?
Why or why not?
Why not?
So you can stay right here. You can, she's like, I stand correct. You can stay
Yes,
right
I
here.
do.
Yeah. And tuck your chin in towards your chest, lengthen through your legs. Or maybe you start to lift the hips, press into the palms. Again, maybe you lift one leg, maybe you lift the other, maybe you even lift both. I know. Exhale, lower back into your forward fold for a moment, let it go.
In my mind, I'm like, mostly the other way.
Yeah.
That's the beginning.
There you go. Exactly. All right, as you exhale, slowly start to lower onto your back. You might have to scooch forward. Take a moment, pause your knees in towards your calf. Take a moment, rock from side to side. Release the spine. The next time you exhale, drop your knees over to the right. See out your arms. Take the gaze past your left shoulder. Stack one knee on top of the other. Try to lift the knees in line with your head. Inhale, fill up, create space. Exhale to release into your chest. You can always take that right hand on top of the knees to gently guide them towards the earth. One more breath here. As you inhale, lift your knees back to the center. Exhale, drop them over to the left. Stack them, spread the arms wide, take the gaze past the right shoulder. The deep inhale to create space. Exhale to release. Option to take that left hand on top of the knees to gently guide them down towards the earth. Next time you inhale, guide your knees back through center, hug them in for a moment. And then draw the knees in towards the armpits, flex your feet up towards the ceiling, reach for the outer edges of the ankles or the soles of the feet. Just find a happy baby for a couple of breaths. Maybe you're finding stillness in your happy baby. Maybe you're gently rocking from side to side or extending one leg and then the other. And from here, you get to make the choice. Whatever that transformation is for you, you get to choose how you'd like to finish your practice. Perhaps it's moving right into Shavasana. Perhaps there's something else your body needs. Whatever it is, feel free to take a few breaths there now. Your body is satiated with movement. Start to find whatever version of rest works best in your body. Take a deep breath in through your nose, fill out through your belly, your ribs, and your chest. Part your lips, exhale to release your breath. It's heavy through your body, start to release. Release the eyes from the eye socket, release your jaw. Release your tongue from the roof of your mouth. Release your shoulders and your hips. Release any thoughts that might be coming in. Or to surrender into stillness. So to deepen your inhale and your exhale. Awareness back to your breath. Let's bring awareness back into your body by finding gentle movements through your fingertips and your toes. When you inhale, reach your arms up and overhead. Reach from fingertips through toes. You exhale, hug your knees into your chest one at a time. Wrap your arms around your shins, give yourself a big hug, and then roll over to one side, pausing in the fetal position. Use your arm as a pillow. Out with the old and in with the new. There's so much wisdom in the saying. Part of growth and transformation is all that no longer serves you will fall away. Old habits, thoughts, and even the people and situations in your life begin to fall away as you become more fully yourself. As you evolve, your environment begins to match your vibration. As we grow, our physical bodies literally begin to change. As a flower grows, its petals fall off. A snake sheds its skin, a baby chick hatches out of an egg. This is all part of the process, so honor it. Press into your palm. Find your way back to your feet. Sit up nice and tall, keep the eyelids heavy. Take a deep inhale through your nose, fill up. Out your lips, exhale to release. Another deep inhale. Full exhale out through the mouth. Gather your hands in front of your heart, thumbs to heart center. We'll inhale and exhale for Om. Inhaling. Om. Bow your chin towards your chest. Find a moment of gratitude for showing up to your practice, as it is always part of your transformation. Thank you so much for sharing your beautiful practice with me today. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Those who might say, what else?